Welcome back to another episode of AP Bass, and today's going to be a little bit different. As you guys saw in yesterday, or the last video we posted on this channel, Sam caught his personal best here in Mexico. We're fishing with the Googan squad. If you guys don't know what the Googan squad is, it's a bunch of us who bass fish, and we make videos on another channel. I'll leave that below. We're out here in Mexico, and we're making some sick videos on that channel. But today, Sam and I decided to, or Sobi as you guys know him, decided to do a little ice fishing rod challenge. But we're not after bass. We're really after a fish species that is really common in Mexico, and it's actually like a super common fish in the States. Like, people love to eat these fish. They're called tilapia. Obviously, if you guys go to any restaurant or if you guys have looked at any frozen fish aisle in the grocery store, there's tilapia. Tilapia is a fish that is probably one of the #1 fish that is mass netted in Mexico. So there's a bunch of nets everywhere across this lake, and the locals, that's actually how they make a living, is they net tilapia. Most of the guides here are tilapia guides when they're not guiding for bass fishing. So they net these fish, they bring them to the supermarket, they freeze them, and they send them back to the States, or they sell them in Mexico. So that's the fish species we're after. We're going to use something a little bit different, though. We decided to bring our ice rods down. This is a 32-inch medium slap shot. I'm using 6-pound test. And then I'm rigging up, I've got my FROSTBITE tackle box, and I'm rigging up just a little jig. I'm actually going to take a little Reaper. This is in a black and blue color, or I will leave it below if you guys want to click on it. This is a super cool looking jig. Super micro, because these fish, you know, they range in any, they're super small all the way up to a couple pounds. So I don't really know what we're going to catch today. The whole goal is to show you guys how we can catch some fish on some ice rods. Let's rig up some baits and get after it. This lake is super famous for the laydowns and all the structure that's in it. So we just got hung up on the first drop, but there's some tilapia kind of right near the shoreline. So I think I need to get a little bit closer to the shoreline. All right, we're out here. We're throwing the jig, using the graph and the trolling motor. We're just kind of fishing around the bank to see what's kind of going on. Using just a little dragonfly, a little snozberry. How deep? How deep? Fish. Largemouth.
Fish on.
How big is it?
Fish on. Oh, it's a largemouth. Micro fishing largemouth. There's tilapia out here, I bet. All right. My first fish of the afternoon. We are going for tilapia, and the bass won't leave us alone. See you, buddy. I'm using a little custom Reaper with a dragonfly on the back, and we're in about 8 or 9 feet of water.
That's a bass. We've caught a couple bass so far. Oh, okay. Yep. Easy, easy. Just some little bass. We're not after you, El Basso. We're trying to catch some tilapia. We could eat this thing, but unfortunately, we're gonna let the bass go. You know, if we were in a survival situation, sure, we could eat the bass, but we don't need to eat the bass right now. We need to eat the #1 fish that is eaten every year is tilapia. So we need to eat some tilapia. I swear to God, I actually had a tilapia on the last run, but there's like 5 bass right here. Why would you not try and catch the bass, bro? Tilapia. Holy shit, bro. 7-pounder right there. Right there. Oh my God, he just followed my jigging. Hold on. Oh my God. Eat it, please eat it. Oh my God, he's still sitting there. Oh my God, he's following the bass. Oh my God, it's like 7-8 pounds, dude. No, don't go in the net. All right, guys, we've decided to try and catch some largemouth bass using the little jigs because we can't catch any tilapia. And this is just crazy. I'm walking down the bank, and we've had a pretty tough time fishing Lake Comadero. And I'm just walking down the bank, sight fishing for micro, oh, here we go. For micro largemouth. Look at that, just literally a jig. Oh, I lost the plastic. Bro, can you throw me a plastic? Dude, there's big bass down here. I don't know why you're laughing at me. I just saw like a 7.
Alex is on the shore going for tilapia and just micro bass fishing, and he's using our frostbite jigs. These fish are going nuts over it. We're seeing some big fish pull up, and I just want to really hit home on the power of our rods. So I'm using the slap shot, and I tied a fluke to it, and I'm literally going down the bank, and I'm just twitching it with the slap shot. My goal is to catch a decent bass. There we go, fish on the fluke. Not too bad. Swing them up in here. Oh, there's like a 1.5 pounds around the slap shot. It's awesome to catch bass on the slap shot and the Parrot Popper through the ice, but to do it open water is like a freaking riot. Look at that, that's not a bad one. Like I said before, I just put like a little 4/0 hook on with a fluke, and these small bucks, these small male bass, are pushing up on shore, and these females are slowly following them. They're getting ready to spawn down here in Mexico. Alex is like, I don't know if you can see, Alex is literally on the shore right there. He's got his polarized glasses on and he's just sniping them. This is sick.
Dude, I've never seen so many small bass in my life. Here's a nice one. Oh my God, tilapia right here. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. He literally, oh no, stop that. I've only got 4-pound test on, so this is really an interesting battle when you hook up with these, but we're literally fishing the shoreline. How many times can we say, oh no, oh my gosh, dude, a 4-pounder just tried to eat the one I just hooked. Swear to God. Oh my gosh, he's got it. Oh no, different fish. This is insane. Just using micro jigs along the shoreline. This one's probably the biggest one I've hooked so far. Come on, don't come off. Don't come off. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, no, come on out. Come on out. Come here, buddy. Yes. Holy cow, it's so much fun to kind of get off the boat for a little bit, take a little break, and actually catch a bunch of fish. You know, you could literally catch hundreds of bass if you just walk the shorelines and throw little jigs here in Mexico. Obviously, everybody's after the big 5s, 10. You know, the 10-pound bass is what everybody's here for. But to take a little break, even though these aren't giant fish, I've actually had two giant fish try and chase the little ones once I've hooked them. So they're definitely spawning. There's definitely a bunch of big fish around here. So who knows what could happen. We're going to let this one go. Adios, Roger. So I'm just using literally a little 4mm jig, and then I'm rigging it up with a little bit of a dragonfly, throwing motor oil and zit. I don't think the color really matters because I caught a couple on white before that. Rod, reel, bait. Sobi's fishing out of the boat, I'm fishing out of the shoreline, and this is a good way to kill some time in the midday when the fish aren't biting. Oh!
I'm going with one hand. And I caught one after that. Oh my gosh, I literally almost threw my rod into the water. I was doing it one-handed. That's incredible. These little bass are just freaking everywhere. Parakeet's on a cliffside. Fish on. I can't even imagine like the population of bass in a lake like this. Like it's got to be millions.
Oh my God, this school is, oh my God. Giant tilapia. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Swear to God. Yes, we got one. No, no. Just lost him. Wow. Broke off, dude. There was a 10-pound bass right there too. How ridiculous is that? I just lost the first tilapia. Bro, that happened so quick. I should have retied. So many bass in here. tilapia everywhere. I'm just passing up on all the bass right now. This guy's probably thinking I'm gonna die. I just fall, die. It's a good run. Yeah, how'd that kid die? Oh, he was trying to catch some tilapia on an ice rod in Mexico and he fell off a cliff. Oh, sick. Wow, that is not at all how I thought that episode was gonna go. I'm exhausted. I just walked, I don't know, 4 or 5 points down, just down the shoreline. I lost one tilapia, got it on the shoreline and lost it. My whole mission was, I realized that we weren't able to cast the ice rods, but we saw the tilapia eating on the bank. So I was just pitching the little jig there. And moral of the story is, we're gonna close this episode out. It's getting dark out, and we gotta head back to camp. So we're gonna close this episode out. It's getting dark out, and we gotta head back to camp. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this definitely different Mexico video. It's not a big 10-pounder, it's not a 9-pounder, but it's definitely me getting excited, looking at a bunch of little bass and catching them on an ice rod. So until next time, we'll leave all the stuff we used below. Happy days, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode of AP Bass.